Manchester United, first half, when I want to give everybody VP. Or how do you feel about the match?
No rush yourself. See,
when I want to give yourself,
no, I wanted to make the tie exciting, and I needed to, give us now room for hope.
What do you mean, man? Room for hope?
They won't pursue me now. Nobody has got to toss anybody in Europa League now. Maybe they don't let her go Champions League again. So all their fans gather today, they find turn around. They find how to take come out.
And when they score you, all of them shout,
go!
They shake you.
Imagine, me. I don't plan 7-1 down even before today. I know. I don't write 7-1. See, let me tell you something. When Man they do something, calm down. Now we get that. You have to say time there for score then 6. 6. See, go. I just spread goal like butter. They spread them everywhere. 45 minutes, 4 goals. No worry yourself. My only problem now, Tottenham. Hey, God. Tottenham Hotspur. What do you find rich here? What did they find rich here? When I don't see FA Cup go play final, Tottenham Hotspur beg. Tottenham Hotspur, I don't say I don't need a coffee. You people don't need a trophy. Please, for goodness sake, allow me. Please, I'm begging.
Well, today, this first half wasn't good enough, but second half was amazing. The introduction of Amad and Amad, Mason Mount, and that of Luke Shaw was amazing. So how do you see how they played today in the second half?
Well, I think the second half was far better in terms of goal scoring than what we did in the first half. Like we said, we knew very well that we are not the type of team that you go into the second leg fully assured that we've gone through. You still have to watch it for 90 minutes. And you can see we had a lot of nervous moments in the first half. Immediately they scored, all of us had to be on the edge of our seat, knowing fully well that if Bilbao can pull a second, we are in for a ride. But fortunately for us, the second half came and then we managed to put the game to bed in a very handsome way. And then 2, we need to work on our finishing. We created a lot of gaps in the first half, but we didn't exploit them properly. You look at Garnacho, for instance. That was a fresh, open chance for you to go and score. You had just the goalkeeper to beat. I mean, it was a replica of the type of goal Bruno scored in the first leg. How did he just blew that away? It's pathetic. He could have gone on and then scored the goal, and it would have been a better half than this. But all the same, and then that reminds me, please. I know we won 7-1, and it's not so nice to be calling out names, but I think in terms of our goalkeeping position, we can do better than Onana. Honestly, we can do better. We cannot. That was a savable shot. Yes, it was well played and everything, but Onana had all the chance to see the ball coming, and it was not something that went to the last angle. It was savable. All he needed was to parry with one hand. Onana died with 2 hands like a shark. See, honestly, we need to get a new goalkeeper. If, by the grace of God, after winning the Europa League, Onana would have won an FA Cup and a Europa League, I think he has achieved enough. Let us just do away with him, honestly.
All right, so let's talk about your striker that scored 2 goals today.
Messi.
No, your midfielder that scored 2 goals today.
No, Messi.
I'm almost calling him striker. Well, because he scored 2. Yeah. He scored 1 in the first leg.
Yeah, no, Messi Mount didn't score in the first
game. He scored 1 last 2 games or last game.
No, he scored against Brentford.
Yeah,
I think Messi Mount have scored back-to-back goals now. Messi Mount actually needs this type of momentum. He's a good player. He came to Manchester United for 55 million. That's a lot of money for somebody that is not playing. So we need him to, and thank God he's coming in form this time where we need a lot of players, because in the final, you never know who is going to get hooked and who is not going to get hooked. I know pretty well if we have a full house, we have the likes of Messi Mount, Kobe Mainoo and co on the bench, or whoever is starting, at least we know very well that the personnel are ready. You get it? And our defenders to hopefully delete come back. I can see that my manager obviously was worried about Delite's injury. He has to be worried. You look at how slow Maguire was progressing about today, how the first goal was due to his own error too. The pass was very silly. He had every chance to pass the ball to Euro properly. He just made a mess of it. So we need the lead to come back and then try our best to make sure that the right player starts the final, because in a final, the most important half in the final is the first half. Once you are able to, play the first half very well, even if you don't score, it gives you that psychological balance. But if we start the wrong players and then we start to trail, it's not going to be easy for us. And remember, we are facing Tottenham Hotspur, who equally needs this cup to salvage a very poor season. They are in 15th position, we are in 14. So we both are in a mess. we both need the trophy to salvage our season. And their manager has already boasted before the final, saying that usually in the second season he wins something, and we are now in the final against him. We need to try our best to make sure that we go home with that trophy. We need more than anything.
All right, so let's talk about Amad. Ahmad coming in and making the pitch more wider, thereby creating a lot of chances and a lot of run-ins.
Yeah.
How do you see how he played today?
Well, I think he came on and then he gave Højlund the much needed goal. That tells you the quality that Ahmad possesses. When he came into the field, you could notice that immediately he stretched the pitch, make sure it was wide. Well, yeah, Garnacho, fantastic player, but Garnacho kind of has a way of narrowing the game. You get it, he narrows the pitch. But Ahmad make the pitch so big, and then the defenders of the opposition will have to, separate themselves. And that leaves room in the middle of the park for your strikers to, exploit. And that was what happened today. He stretched the pitch, dribbled past the defender, and then score. I'm really happy that he's back and right on time for the final. We need players like that. Ahmad is too good for us to, have him injured. This is the type of players that should be available. You could see the moment he came in, there was no time he had the ball that he wasn't electrifying. Awesome on the ball. Without the ball, he's a hard worker. Honestly, we are happy to have him back, and today's game shows that.
And Dogu's game by number.
Oh my goodness, Dogu. See, Dogu is childish. Decision making childish. Yes, positionally he's okay. He knows how to position the ball and everything, but his ball handling is still too very childish. You get it? You could see that his handling of the ball is like a novice. You have the ball in attacking position. Dogu make the right decision. No, there are several times Dogu ran into the crowd with the ball. You have the ball and then you just run into traffic. Honestly, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Amorim need to do better, because having Dogu as your first signing is not telling on how good you are as a manager. You need to work on yourself. If you sign Dogu and Dogu is playing like this, how do you convince the board that you can handle the transfer? So he needs to look at himself and then try to make sure we get the right players in.
All right. What about your striker, Højlund? Going into the Tottenham game, it will be a tricky game and fast transitioning game. Do you think Højlund can survive in that kind of arena?
Funny enough, I think I will prefer Højlund in that game. You know why? Tottenham Hotspur play a very high line. They like their defenders to be in the center of the field, in the center circle. If you have someone like Højlund who disturbs a lot, we know on the ball Højlund is not the best at the moment, but at least he disturbs a lot. So if they know that, okay, this guy is going to be disturbing us, they will push back a bit. So I think he can do that. It's just a shame that we don't have Ziggy. Man, I'm pained. Ziggy. Anyway, we'll do with what we have.
Not you do with what you have. It was recklessness that sent him there.
Exactly, managerial recklessness. We didn't need the Newcastle game. We lost the Newcastle game 4-1. We knew we were going to lose, so I played the best. I can't even start, feeling the pain of that particular injury all over again. I said it before that match. Don't start. If Ziggy was available today, trust me, I won't be scared of Tottenham Hotspur, because you have a ball playing 9. You give him the ball, he can link up properly. Then, not even now that we have the likes of Amad back. Interplay. That was the reason why we took us out of the FA Cup, because you have that Ziggy there. But anyway, it's okay. And to Amorim, please, the guys that are ready, that are going to be very important for the final, rest them. Yes, I know he does not want to lose to West Ham, but play the second 11 again. I don't care. Let's go start preparing for the final now.
Why? If we can't lose 4-0, now I go still get the crucifier.
How can it be so silly to go and lose West Ham by 4-0? Can you not look for people that will play and then win the match? Yes.
Okay.
But just don't let.
But you have a team squad, though.
Anything he wants to do. Yes, we have a team squad, but he's the manager. Let him mix them together in a way that the important ones will not be injured. That's just my cry.
All right. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you.